doing this weekend retreat, okay? Okay, so, okay, this weekend retreat, just relax, okay? Don't try too hard. I find that many people, when they meditate, they're trying too hard, you know, and then they sit, they say, I'm not, they think that they're not peaceful enough, then maybe they have to sit longer, then they'll be more peaceful, then they struggle, and they force themselves to sit. No, just relax, you know. Sometimes you can't force your mind. It's a gradual training. That's why you have to start with a coarser object, from a coarser to more refined object. So one of the things that you have to, when you meditate, is one of the things that is good that you learn how to do walking meditation, because walking meditation, because you focus on your movement, and because it's a causal object. This is how you build up your mindfulness, develop your mindfulness from a causal object to more refined object. Because breath, focusing on the breath, because it's much more subtle. So then if you force yourself, you know, to focus on, before you develop your mindfulness, and then you go to the more refined object, is very difficult. That's why many people find it that they really struggle a lot. They struggle so much because of they haven't established the mindfulness. And then they start from the breath. Because the breath itself the mind can go into, I mean, for breath meditation, it will lead you to a deep state. But your mindfulness has to be strong enough to be able to really focus on the breath, because the breath itself, very easily, you go to sleep. I see some people, when they meditate, even they do it for years, they meditate, and then after that, because the breath becomes more and more subtle, and then they half sleep, and then they can sleep for 2-3 hours, but actually, they are not mindful, not bright, they're like sleeping, and then actually, it's quite pleasant. It's like you go to sleep, and some people practice that for years without knowing. And but you don't have your mind is not bright, you don't have the clarity, and the mind is just like blur, you know, the kind of, you know, and then you don't have lots of energy. Because when your mindfulness is strong, you have lots of energy. And then when you have lots of energy, you feel lots of joy and happiness. It's different. But this is like, you know, you go to sleep, and it's quite, your mind becomes like, you know, like very down. It's in a very down state. So that's why I've always encouraged, it's good that you do walking meditation. When I first started to meditate, I need to walk for at least an hour. If I want to sit for an hour, I have to at least walk for an hour, doing walking meditation up and down, you know, doing it. And then after that, I feel settled, because you have to start from a causal object. You cannot force your mind, you know, because it's just like any training your mental muscles. It's just like you training your physical muscles. You go to the gym, you know, you have to do weightlifting. So even your goal is 100 kilo, you don't start with 100 kilo, isn't it? It's going to kill your back. So you start with 10, 20, the same thing. You know, this is how you have to be very gentle to your mind, naturally, and your mind happily be able to stay, happily, easily stay with your breath. It's not by using willpower, it's not by forcing it. Because when you force it, you feel very tired. That's why sometimes people come and talk to me, oh, I've been meditating 2 hours, but I feel very tired after meditating. I said, after meditating, you feel tired, there is something wrong, I say, you know. Because normally when you meditate, when you become peaceful, your mind is bright, and you have lots of energy. You've been like, you know, your battery fully charged, you know. You feel very bright, and you feel happy. You have more inner peace. You feel more at ease, I say. But if you feel tired, that is the wrong way. You have to investigate. You are going to the wrong way. So this weekend, just relax. Not to worry too much. Even though your mind, you know, wander off, you can't focus on your breath, it's fine. You just sit there, just knowing that how busy your mind wander off, you know that you just being aware. You develop your awareness, aware that. Then you realize, oh, you know, my mind is so busy. My mind's being running back and forth, you know, thinking, you know, going to the future and worrying about the future and going to the past. So, okay, you are here this weekend, so you drop everything behind. So you leave it alone, whatever, you know, because sometimes physically you're here, but mentally you're not here. So you carry your whole family with you. You carry your work, you carry everything here with you. No, you come here, you leave everything behind. No one is dispensable, you know, indispensable, you know. Even we die, the world is still, you know, life go on, you know. Sometimes we think that we're so important, you know, bring your, okay, keep your phone, everything, you know, put it aside. And today, so onwards, you know, after tonight onwards, so we will observe noble silence. When we talk about noble silence, it doesn't mean that you cannot talk at all. Say what is necessary, like some practical, you know. I remember when I was in Thailand, someone doing a silent retreat, and someone visit the monastery and try to ask this person, you know, where is the Sala hall? You know, he doesn't. This person first time visit doesn't know the place, and then this person look at the person. She make like this. She make like this. So no, you can just say that, okay, I'm observe noble silence, or you just say what is necessary. So noble silence doesn't mean that you cannot talk at all. And then some people observe noble silence, they're writing notes to each other. So verbally they're not talking, but inside they talk a lot, isn't it? They're writing a lot and then passing the notes, you know, to each other. So noble silence is okay. Just say what is necessary. So just relax, you know, just, you know, try, you know, to just relax your body. And when you relax your body, and actually naturally, your mind becomes peaceful and calm. Isn't it, when you sit and relax? So that's why, don't try so hard, don't try to meditate. Don't try to do meditation, you can't do meditation. And someone asked me a question, since you know, talking about, you know, doing nothing, but then now we have to do meditation. I said, you're not doing meditation, you can't do meditation. Because actually, when we have an object to focus, you know, for example, like we focus on the breath. Breath is just like an anchor point for you, something to practice mindfulness, so that your mind be able to stay with the object, because our mind keep wandering off, isn't it? We always worry about the future, you know, and then planning about the future, and then we worry, you know, we regret, you know, and carry the guilt, you know, from the past, and that we don't have a moment of peace. Not, you know, constantly the mind is unable to stay. Actually, when we do this, actually we train our mind to be able to stay with the object. Because if you're able to stay with that, and then actually your mind becomes more alert, you have more clarity, you're more aware of what's happening. Because sometimes most people daydreaming, even you're here, physically you're here, but actually you're not here. And your mind wander off to Siberia, and you don't even know how you get there. Sometimes you get lost in your thoughts. And then the practice is that when we said we practice meditation, actually we practice mindfulness of breath. Breath is an object. So we are practicing mindfulness, you know, develop your mind, you know, to become more alert, and you have more clarity. And that when your mind is you're more mindful, you're more aware. Because sometimes when you're not mindful, you're not aware, we can't see our underlying tendency. We can't see what causes us suffering, what causes us a problem. Because we have certain habitual pattern, certain underlying tendency that we are unable to see ourselves. Until when we practice, when we develop a mindfulness, we become more aware. Then we realize we'll be able to see we have certain habitual pattern that always causes suffering, causes when we react to that, you know. But because of, if your mind is not, you know, peaceful enough, and you don't have enough clarity, you're unable to see that. And then we keep feeding our underlying tendency, reinforce underlying tendency. So we react the same way again and again. So when we do the same thing again and again, do we have a different results? No, isn't it? If we ever get the same thing, you know, you're doing the same thing, you don't expect to have a different result. So that's why when we said we practice present moment awareness, mindfulness, meditation is just we develop a mindfulness. Then when we put more mindful and we have more clarity, this is how your mind become peaceful and your mind becomes still. So when your mind becomes still, then your mind is become more alert and you have more clarity. So that's like, you start with the causal object. So before you sit, but if you be able to just sit is okay. But then if you need to do walking meditation, it's good to do walking meditation. Maybe after I ask member Jyotika to demonstrate, that to do walking meditation. So you just, you don't try to control, just walk naturally. You just walk naturally. And then you just, it's just like, just naturally, and don't try to control and don't try to walk too slow. Or I remember last time I read a lot when I practiced meditation. So a lot of knowledge. So then they talk, when I read a book, they talk about, you're doing walking meditation, you'll be able to observe the arising and passing away and, the phenomena and all this. Then I try to see this, then I walk very slow. But I can tell you, I was so tired. 25 minutes, I'm really so tired because I try to control my, to walk very slowly. You can't control. I want this happen. I want to see that. I want to be able to achieve this. No, actually, it comes naturally. So when your mind becomes more peaceful, you become more, have more clarity, you naturally be able to see things that you normally unable to see. All those, or you be able to, because your mind become more refined. Like for example, sometimes people, when they meditate, they come and tell me that, I can feel my body like vibrations, or they can feel, the heat or things like that. Because the vibration actually is the air element, because our body is made up of 4 elements. There is air element, fire element, that is heat and cold, that our body temperature, heat and cold, and water element and earth element. Earth element is hot. Something that is hard, that is earth element. So there's sometimes you feel really hard. And that because of, actually it's always there. But because our mind very busy, we always been distracted, our mind always get distracted, And sometimes we like that because of, we don't like to look at sometimes that, when something that is unpleasant, sometimes there's a way that we try to run away. We don't look at it, and we try to distract ourselves. And then we try to run away from any unpleasant, emotion. But if we continue to run away, from looking at our own emotion, you're not going to resolve. And then it gets worse because you reinforce it again. You make it stronger and stronger. So that's why the practice is that we just look at it, we recognize that, and acknowledge, and we accept, and we forgive, and we let go. And whatever we experience, we don't try to push it away. But we just observe that, we just accept what is happening in this moment. But we don't identify, this is me, this is mine. And whatever you experience is this moment, it's just experience. But very easily we can identify with what we're experiencing at this moment. So we will identify this is good or bad. Or sometimes we feel a bit of, when we have anger or we have any agitation and irritation. So we start to identify, this is bad, this is no good, I shouldn't feel this way. But rather than to look at it, how you feel and how you react, and the results of how you react that bring to more suffering, then you'll be able to see that. So that if not, you will never be able to resolve your problem. Why causes you problem? And you're unable to say that. Sometimes you have certain underlying tendency. It's very, very subtle. You can't see it unless your mind is more powerful and your mind becomes more stable, and you'll be able to see that. And that, you know, actually this is a part of like training your mind, develop your mind to become more refined. When your mind become more refined, you'll be able to catch very quickly. When you're mindful enough, you'll be able to catch, you know, this, you know that, okay, if I'm going to react, this will cause me problem. But that is where, where's the point that you'll be able to catch. But most of the time, we are able to catch, and then we get latched on. And then the mind go on and on and on. For example, sometimes we see something and then we feel unhappy. And then the moment where that little thoughts arises, that moment, and then we latch on, we go on and on thinking about it, rather to look at it, okay, this is how I feel, and just, that's it, this is how you feel. But we don't identify that because we feel this way, we are bad, you know. Or sometimes people said to me that, you know, they think that they shouldn't feel that way. It's okay. However, whatever you feel, sometimes you feel grumpy. This is how you feel. You're just being grumpy. And it's okay. Even the grumpiness come and go, it won't stay there forever. So as you practice, you'll be able to see, you know, even all your feelings, you know, sensation, all your, whatever you experience, it won't stay. Even fear arises. That moment fear arises, actually fear itself will stop also. When the fear come up, when the fear rise up to the maximum point, and it subsides by itself. I remember the first time I stayed in a cave, the first time. And I was really terrified. I was really terrified because the first time in the cave, I feel like I was lying because the cave, I was facing the wall of the cave, facing that, and then it's like a platform I'm sleeping on, you know, I'm sleeping on that. I don't dare to face the other side, I'm facing the wall. And I feel like someone walking towards me. You know, I feel like someone, because I was so terrified, the first time, a lot of fear. Then I use a blanket to cover my head because I don't dare to look at it, you know, I just holding on like this. I was so fearful, I was really terrified. And I said, what am I going to do? You know, and that moment I just remember one of the teaching, one of the suttas I read about the Buddhas when he practiced meditation, when he went to the forest, and then all this fear coming up. So then he said that when the fear comes up, you know, when you have experiencing that fear, the fear, you know, arises that moment. So if you are walking, you continue to walk. If you are lying down, you continue lying down. So you just stay with that. Just stay with that. So if you are sitting, you continue to sit. If you are standing, you continue to stand. So I remember that. Then I was thinking, I was holding my blanket this way. Then I was thinking, okay, then that means I have to just stay like this. So I stay like this. I just stay like this. And then my fear go up to hit up to them. I just stay there. I was so fearful. And the fear go up to the maximum point. When it hit the maximum point, actually it's subside. And I go through the experience, I go to the pit, you know, go to the highest, hit to the highest point, and except just naturally subside. And the moment that fear subsides, my mind was so peaceful and calm, and I'm so happy. So very nice. It's a very good experience. I experienced that, you know. Then after that, you know, I get up, I look at it. Actually, nothing at all. No, it's just because of the in the cave, and then there's some leaves, you know, when the wind blows, and that is the rustling of the leaves. Actually, it's no one. But when you're fearful, you will interpret that way, you know. Someone, you know, when I hear, you know, in the cave when they have the water dripping into the bucket, and then it's because we have a few bucket there collecting water because it's dripping the cave that dripping water. Then when the water drops, you know, then for me I hear that someone make the sound like someone making the sound. Actually, it's just the water. Then when I get out, look at it. Actually, it's just the water, but no one making that sound. But when you're so fearful, you you see what you want to see, isn't it? So you interpret that way. I hear that someone making the sound, someone walking to me, but actually it's none of that happened, Then after that, I get up, I go out, have a walk, I go out and have a look and walk. I was so peaceful and so calm. When the moment when I overcome fear, and it just subside. They say after that, I start to develop the confidence. I have no longer fear of the fear, because I know that it's going to pass. It's not going to stay there forever. So because sometimes whenever there's unpleasant feelings, we have that tendency of pushing away. That is the tendency to, we don't like it. So we try to push it away. So rather than you look at it, and then you know that everything, it's just whatever feeling arises, even though it's unpleasant, but it's going to subside. The same thing, even pleasant feelings, even you feel happy, you don't feel happy, you don't maintain that forever, isn't it? When you look back in your life, even the most, wonderful moments, it's still gone, So you start to realize that then you will not easily get affected, whatever, you're not easily affected, the things happen around you, what other people said, and how you feel. You don't, because you know that, it's not, everything is not going to stay. So when you start to understand that, because through the experience, because you'll be able to see yourself, because I'll be able to see myself, to be able to experience that, with the most unpleasant, the most fearful moment I have experienced, but I know that it's not going to stay. It's going to, will subside. So that is really helped me after that. Whenever, just sometimes, a little bit, just sometimes it's tight, I just feel a little bit fearful, and then the moment I know that, okay, this is what's happening, for me, I just notice that, recognize that, okay, fear arises, and then it stops. It stops very quickly. Because of, sometimes you go through the experience, you have the understanding, and I be able to understand. I understand that it's not going to stay, because I have the confidence it's not going to stay. So the moment, that I just acknowledge fear, and then the fear sometimes very quick, it subsides very quickly. So they say, it's okay. When you meditate, whatever you experience, don't try to push it away. Just to acknowledge that, just recognize this is how you feel, and not try to control. And if you have thinking, don't try to control not to think. I can guarantee you, if you're thinking, you try to stop the thinking, I can guarantee you, you think more. You think more, You just let it be. It's okay, thinking, It's, you just acknowledge, you just recognize, acknowledge, accepting this is how you feel. Because we have the tendency of not rejecting, resentment, not wanting, how we feel. So we choose, we want to have always pleasant feelings. Then when pleasant feelings comes, we want more, we want to experience more, and we want it to stay longer. It was not going to stay longer, it's come and go. And this is how, when you started to practice, meditation, when when you develop your mindfulness, you'll be able to see this. And then you no longer enslave, become a slave to our emotions, our underlying tendency, whatever comes up, because sometimes that gets us, and then we get upset, you get affected, what other people say about us, what people think about us. When we hear something that we don't like it, okay, we don't like the person, and we go back, we go on, and maybe someone says something that is not very nice to us, then we go back, we keep thinking about it, isn't it? Our mind go on and on and on, and then we have more suffering. But then when you develop your mind become more peaceful, and then your mindfulness is strong, and you're more mindful, you're aware of that, when you develop your awareness, so you'll be able to see that, and then you're not easily get caught, get sucked into that and create more suffering for ourselves. So that's why this is, meditation is not about, you know, to try to not to think anything and try to create, you know, or manufacture and try to make things happen. No, just to understand much more about ourselves, how we react, and be able to know ourselves much more. Because when we become peaceful and the mind becomes peaceful, and our mind becomes a calm and peaceful, we'll be able to see that. Because when we are not mindful, we are not aware of that, then we always, you know, get sucked into, you know, we get affected by all the other things that happen outside us. Even some of the things that actually is none of our business, but we always make it our business, isn't it? Like even someone said, someone being nasty, is their business. None of our business, isn't it? But we got very angry, we got very upset. We keep thinking about how terrible the person is. But that is, you know, and then we get caught, and then we got angry, we got upset. And we allow other people to affect us, you know, even other people's behavior to affect us, to control our own happiness. But we are the one who in charge of our own happiness. So not to allow, when you're mindful, when you have the awareness, you're not easily, you know, get caught and get affected by the things outside us, you know, because a lot of things that happening, you know, that is beyond our control. We cannot control. So that's like, you know, when we practice mindfulness, develop our mind, we become more and more peaceful and calm, and then we are not easily affected. We become, you know, more and more, you call it, not very peaceful and calm, and not easily get sucked in and get affected. So maybe Jotika will just show you doing walking meditations. So we just, I think it's from there, walk to here. So you can just, when you start to walk, you can just walk naturally. If, you just walk and then notice about, you know, focus on your, just 45 degrees, you just look there. Don't close your eyes when you do walking meditation, you know. Don't. Some people ask, oh, when I do walking meditation, shall I open my eyes or I may close my eyes? I say, please don't close your eyes. If not, after you know, that you hit something, you know, you open your eyes, but you just, you know, 45 degrees, when you focus, and your foot, right, you know, left, right, left, right, left, right. And then just walk normally, just aware of the movement of your foot. Then after that, if you become more settled, you know, then you can walk a bit, you can slow down a little bit, but slow down naturally. Don't try to control and make it slow. And then, you know, because when your mind becomes more peaceful and calm, and you just slow down, and then you're just aware of the lifting of your foot, and then you're aware of your movement, that you go forward, and you feel that your foot, you put your foot down, you feel the sensations, you know, you feel that the touch, you know, on the floor, you know, whether it's cold or warm or heat, you feel that. And then you know, you just experience it, and then the left leg, and then the lifting, you feel the lifting, and move forwards, and you just mindful of your movement, of your movement of your leg, you know, your foot you put down, and then you're just doing that until you feel, you know, and then when you become more, you become more and more peaceful, you feel calm. And then if you feel like you want to sit, you can just sit. So when you sit down, don't try to straight away to go to the breath. You can just sit and just relax your body. Just feel your body. Just relax your body. Try to relax your body as much as you can. And you will relax, you sit down, you just bring your awareness, your attention to your body. Just feel how your body. So if you feel there is any tension in your body, you feel that there is any tightness, so you just relax your body. So as a way, when you relax your body, it's help to calm, it's a way to calming your mind. When your body relaxes, you feel calm, isn't it? When you relax, you feel calm, you feel peaceful. So until you are peaceful enough, then only you start to bring your awareness to your breath, just to watch your breath, and just simply know that you're breathing, observe your breath, breathing in and breathing out. Don't try to control your breathing. Just breathe naturally. Just knowing that your breath, observe that. But of course, when you practice mindfulness of breath, and when you observe your breath, so sometimes your mind will wander off, thinking about things, wander off. So it's fine. So you just very gently bring your mind back. You just, just touch and go. And recognize that thinking, then you go back. Come back to your breath, okay? And this is how you keep training your mind. And then when you start to do that, no matter how many times your mind wander off, you keep bringing back to this present moment awareness, just bringing your awareness, on your breath, just observe your breath. When you keep doing that, eventually your mind don't wander off, too far. Maybe at the beginning, you wander off, you get lost in your thoughts, Then when you train your mind that way, your mind naturally know how to come back. So because each time when your mind wander off, you bring your mind back to present moment awareness, you bring back to focus on your breath, and actually over a period of time, I can guarantee you your mind won't wander off. But maybe in the past, you get lost in your thoughts. But after a while, when you practice that, actually, you'll be able to catch yourself very quickly. You know that you wander off. Even sometimes when you're chanting, that it's your mind, that the mindfulness is not there, and then you can come back. Actually, you have the clarity, and then your awareness is there. That is a full awareness. You are fully here. There is a full awareness, aware that even though your mind wander off, you know that you come back. You know that it's coming back. So actually, you are fully aware of what's happening in this moment. You're fully aware of, even though your mind wander off, you know that it's not get lost. Because sometimes we'll get lost, isn't it? And go on and on. Half day only you come back. Like daydreaming, half day only you come back. But no, because even though you still wander off, but you still have the clarity. You're mindful of that. You have the awareness. You have full awareness of your mind wander off. And you can feel that you have more energy. You're more energized. Because you're not get lost in your thoughts. So you're coming back. And then you can see that you'll be able to catch yourself when your mindfulness, when you develop mindfulness, when you become more and more alert, actually you'll be able to catch yourself very quickly. Sometimes when your mindfulness is very strong, even the moment that little thoughts come in, actually you'll be able to catch it. The moment you know that you're thinking, the thinking stops. That is because when your mind, the thinking stops very quickly when your mindfulness is strong. It's just like the mindfulness is just like when you have a strong mindfulness, it's just like you have a very sharp knife. You'll be able to just cut it off, It stops quickly. But sometimes when your mindfulness is not strong enough, even sometimes you're aware of that, but somehow you still get sucked in. Your mind still wanted to, to entertain that, to entertain those thoughts, But then when your mindfulness is strong, you'll be able to stop very quickly. But it's okay, that it's fine. So you just, never mind. It's just knowing that your mind, wander off, you just naturally. So actually, the whole path of practice is a natural process. You cannot use willpower, you cannot make it happen, and you cannot try to control. And I want to be peaceful. Then you try to control your mind, become peaceful. No, you have to put in the causes. You have to train your mind naturally from a coarser to more refined object. So you do meditation. When you do Wakong meditation, it helps you to because walking is walking. When you focus on your movement of your movement, that is a causal object. Then you become your mindfulness, from a causal level to a more refined level. Then when you sit down, so you just relax your body, aware of your body sensation, your feelings, that you feel that your body is tight, then you just relax your body, because body feelings and sensation is compared to breath is a causal object. So from the movement, the body movement, to your bodily, feeling and sensation, the body feelings and sensation is more refined compared to the walking from the movement. So then from this is causal, and then you go to a more refined level, that is a bodily sensation and feelings, knowing about how you feel. Then after that, you become more and more peaceful, Then you go to the breath. Breath is more subtle compared to your body feelings and sensation. And this is how gradually you train yourself, just from a causal to more refined object. Then slowly, then you're just happy to be here. You're just happy to be sitting here, but not by forcing yourself to sit. So it can be counterproductive, and you ended up get very agitated and irritated. And I know people force themselves to sit for long hours. They ended up, they don't like to meditate anymore. Who want to meditate, when you suffer so much, rather than make you peaceful and happy, then you have more suffering. So because when you force yourself, then you suffer more. So then I think that's enough for this tonight, and maybe we do a guided meditation. So we just sit. We will sit for, we sit until 9. Can you? So we have sit until 9. Yeah, I just. Just choose a comfortable posture, the most comfortable posture. And just relax your body and bring your awareness to your body. And then you start with relaxing your body as a way to calming your body and mind. And you start from your head, the top of your head. And slowly you move down to your forehead. Is there any tightness? And you just relax. Just very gently. And tell yourself that just relax. And you slowly move to your face. Is there any tightness in your face? So you just put a big smile onto your face. When you smile, you relax. You relax your face. And you go down to your neck. And you feel that it's tightness there. And you just relax. And go to your shoulder, right shoulder. And just relax your right shoulder. and to your left shoulder. And just relax. And then slowly you move down to your chest. Do you feel tightness there? Or any tension? Just relax. Relax your chest. And do your abdomen. Just relax. And you move to your back. And just relax your back. And slowly you move to your right thigh and your hips, and just relax. And to your left hips, and move down to your thigh, and just relax. Relax. And you slowly move down to your knee, your right knee, and your left knee, and just relax. And you slowly move down to your right leg, and then to your left leg, and just relax. Relax, and just keep telling yourself that just relax. And you relax your right arms. Then you move to left arms. And to your right hand and left hand, relax. And to your fingertips, your fingers and your fingertips, just relax. Relax arms, hands, until your fingertips, just relax. Now you go down to your foot, right foot, left foot, the tip of your toes, just relax. And you can feel your whole body is just relaxed. And you can feel every single cell in your body so peaceful and calm and relaxed. So just relax your body. It's a help to, it's a way to calming your mind. As your mind becomes calmer and calmer, you started to feel at ease and at peace. Now your mind become more and more settled and more at ease and at peace. And you can start to bring your awareness onto your breath, aware of your breathing. Just simply aware of your breathing in and breathing out. have to control your breath. Just breathe normally and just aware of your breathing. Whenever your mind wanders off, just acknowledge that and very gently bring your awareness back onto your breath. Continue. Focus on your breath, observing your breath. Observe your in-breath and out-breath. So if those want to continue to sit, you may do so. And some of you, if you feel tired, and just go back and sleep. And you, tomorrow, 5, you can get up 5 and then come here to sit or walk. And then we have chanting at 6 o'clock, and those who continue to sit, continue to sit. So those who want to continue to sit, or you want to do some walking meditation, please do so. Or some of you want to go back to sleep, you can do so. Okay? So see you tomorrow morning. I think we just leave the sitting cloth here.